Hello viewers, today we have with us Yechan, who popularly goes by his English name Charlie. You may also recognize him as the man in the social media handles Charlie's Kahani. Recently, a video of him with his friend recently went viral where he's seen speaking in perfect Bihari accent. We are going to speak to him today about his viral video, his experience of growing up in India, and his connection with Hindi language. Welcome Charlie, thank you for speaking to us.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah. So by now you are known as the Korean guy who can speak a flawless Bihari accent. But apart from that, could you tell us a little bit more about yourself, who you are, what do you do, and how did you end up knowing how to speak the language so well?
Sure. So first of all, my name is Charlie. That's how many people know me. My original name, however, is Yechan Lee. That's my South Korean name, Yechan. And I'm a creator. I run a channel named Chalis Kahani. And I speak in Hindi in that channel and try to do visual storytelling and share my life story. And my background a little bit, if I wanted to share, is I'm just a normal person. I don't have any special talent. I don't know if I have any special talents or anything, but just because I grew up in India, I actually grew up in Patna, Bihar. That's how I speak Hindi very well. इस कारण से मुझे हिंदी बोलने आती है अच्छे से. So that's how people got to know me and were really interested in how I speak so fluently in Hindi. And yeah, I think
So
yes,
when did
that's yeah.
when did you come to India, or when did you start learning it or picking it up?
Yeah, so when I was 1 year old, my parents actually went to India for studies. So my father was doing a PhD in public administration. And so when I was 1 year old, I had to go with my parents. I had no choice. And I went there with my parents when I was 1 year old and grew up there, spent my entire childhood, spent 20 years there. And that's how I got to learn Hindi. And I went to school in CBSC, English medium school. So I know all the language, I know what they study and everything.
So initially, like even in your growing years, you must be speaking a different language at home and a different language at school. Was there a point in time where you had to struggle or you had faced challenges with the cultural difference?
Yes. Well, when I was a kid, because I went there when I was 1 year old, I didn't actually know what the difference was. I mean, I didn't know which country, what else to compare with. So India was the country that I found home in. So that was quite natural to me. However, like because I look Korean, because I look different to a lot of the Indian kids there, I got a lot of attention. And that attention alone was a big stress factor for me. And I didn't like that attention too much when I was a kid. That would be the one stress factor, the one struggle that I went through when I was in India, getting too much attention. Kids always coming to me and asking, what my name was, and just asking random questions where I was from. And then, especially in school, when I, bring lunch, tiffin, that's what they said, lunchbox, they would always come gather, like make circles and, smell the food and, just showing interest, but it was too much for me when I was a kid. So that could be one of the struggles that I faced.
India is in the middle of a big interest in Korean soft culture right now, but you lived at a time that preceded it. You lived in India, like
Yes.
say during the late 90s and continuing it to the 2010s. So, like, what do you think would have been like? Do you think things would have been different if you were living in India right now, like growing up in India right now, compared to what it was when you were growing up?
I don't think there No, I don't think there would have been much difference because I think it's in the, culture of um, the Indian culture that they show a lot of, they're very much curious and interested about people's lives, I think. Even if you're not a foreigner, I think they love, interacting with other people and making friendships. That's what they're used to. And I think even at this point of time when people know about Korea, I don't think I would have gotten less interest or less attention, probably even more attention because of these BTS and Blackpink and K-pop, K-drama, K-wave that's happening. I
Right.
feel like I would have gotten more attention when I, have lived there right now at this point.
Uh, so you are a full-time content creator. Could you talk a little bit about the kind of content you put out on your channel?
Yeah, so it's hard for me to say that I'm a full-time content creator right now because it's only been a year and a half since I've started my content journey. And so I do have to work part-time in order to sustain my life and sustain my, financially sustain myself. So I wouldn't say I'm a full-time creator right now, but I do pursue becoming one. But to answer your question, what type of contents I make, it's basically a vlog form of content where I try to share the process, the journey of my life. And with every journey, you need to have a direction. Which way or what goal do you wish to pursue in your journey? And for me, in Jalis Kahani, that YouTube channel, is for me to build a career in singing. So I enjoy singing and I want to sing professionally, but I have zero experience. I have no experience in singing, but that's like a life challenge for me. And so I thought, why not share this process with the audience and share it in Hindi because that's like a unique characteristic in me. And so what I do on YouTube is to share the journey of me becoming a professional singer from zero, from ground zero, and then becoming a popular, hopefully a popular, well-known singer like Arman Malik. So that's what I put out as my goal, that um, I would become, or I would actually want to sing with Arman Malik one day. And that's going to be the process, the journey that I am going to show on my channel.
So
Yeah.
is Arman Malik your favorite singer, or do you have other favorites as well?
Yeah, I mean, I like Arman Malik. I think he sings superbly. He's also collaborated with many Korean artists as well. That's the reason why I'm kind of more interested in him. And other than that, I love Arijit Singh. I love Anuv Jain, I think is one of the recent singers that I've come across, is very talented. And I know Darshan Rawal as well. Yeah.
Right.
So I know a few.
I checked out your YouTube channel and it had covers of Justin Bieber song as well, and even Paul Kim, if I
Yeah.
remember
Yeah.
correctly.
Yeah, that's right. So I enjoy K-pop. I enjoy pop songs as well. Whatever can tell my story, whatever, songs or languages that I can use to tell my story, I do that. And Paul Kim's song was one of them, and Justin Bieber's "That Should Be Me." That I think, I don't know if I put that on YouTube, but I did put it on Instagram.
Right. Also, what is the story behind the name of your YouTube channel, Charlie's Kahani?
Yeah, so my name is Charlie. So I was thinking, the purpose for my channel was to share my story. And so I was thinking about the name and said, maybe Charlie's story, something like that. That was the rough idea, Charlie's story. But, just casually putting Charlie's story would be a little bland, boring. So I did a little bit of wordplay, and that came to my mind that the number 40 in Hindi is Chalis. And it sounds similar, right? Charlie's, Chalis.
Right.
So because it sounds similar, I thought, okay, this is interesting. So Chalis Kahani.
Right. Uh, Also, speaking of that particular video that went viral, could
Yeah.
you tell us if it was something planned or something that you just randomly shot with your friends? Or
Yeah,
what
it's
were you
just
doing on that
random.
particular day?
Right. So excuse me. The only thing we planned with my friend, me and my friend Prashant, his name is Prashant, he's my Indian friend. We went to school together. And when I visited Patna last month, we just planned to meet. And because he's also a content creator, we thought it would be fun if we, join together and make a vlog type of content just for fun. And nothing pre-planned. We're going here or there, no pre-planning. Just let's meet and shoot whatever we can. Just have fun and show it to the audience. That will be enjoyable enough for the audience to watch. And so that originally was a vlog form of video that is on my channel, I think. I think it's a video about like 20 minutes long video. And my friend actually took a clip from that video and put it on his Instagram, which went viral. So no pre-planning, but then people loved the fact that a Korean boy speaks Bihari so well. And that's, I think, what people enjoyed so much.
How has your life changed since that video? Or what is the reaction that you are getting from people?
Yeah, I would say my life didn't change that much. It's the same. My life's the same. I ponder and think about the contents that I want to make. I think about what I want to do next. It's all the same. But the only difference I'd say is media attention. I mean, this is the first time that I've gotten this kind of opportunity to like talk to you, talk to ThePrint, right? These media platforms. So this is a very new experience for me. This is one change. And the other is, of course, follower growth in subscribers. So it's all happening online. I'm in America right now, so I don't know, I can't feel it physically happening. I can only see it online. So I don't even know, I can't, what's happening, but I can only know through these media attentions, I'd say.
Right.
Yeah.
Hindi.
Kind of like your first language while you were growing up. Uh,
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you really pondered about the language or the uniqueness of it, or, you know, uh, like, have you thought that there are any particular aspects of the language that you found challenging or intriguing while speaking?
Oh, not really, because like I said, I grew up in India, and when I was 1 year old, basically you can say that I was born in India almost, because a 1 year old kid knows nothing. So it was like a fresh start for me. So learning a language was as natural as you would learn your own language, right? But as Indians would learn Hindi. So that was like the same for me, like same process, going to school, talking to other kids or other parents and stuff like that, and just naturally came to me.
Right. But like in your house, would you speak a different language, or was it English, or even
Hindi.
that you spoke with your parents?
Yeah, in my house, I spoke with my parents in Korean. Both my parents, mom and dad, both are Korean. So yeah, Korean was my what do you say? Mother tongue. Is my mother tongue. I mean, I speak in Korean with my parents. Um, However, my parents do speak Hindi and English, but we prefer Korean over other languages at home.
Right, right. So you visited India last month when the video was shot,
Yeah.
and what was the time difference between like you shooting the video, putting it online, and it going viral? Was that like a time gap between the two things?
So we shot the video on I think like early first second week of May. We shot it second week of May. I think it was Monday or Tuesday. And then the video was uploaded on the weekend, I think. That's what I remember. And after 2 or 3 days, at first, a few thousand came. That was actually enough for us, actually, that the video was getting a few thousand views. That was quite a lot for us. We were like, oh, something's happening. And then after 3 days, I think it went to 1 million. That's 10 lakh, 10 lakh, 1
Yeah.
million.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10 lakh views. And that blew my mind. I was like, okay, 100,000, that's understandable. I've seen numbers like 100,000, but 1 million, that
Right.
was a big number for me. So like it happened in like 3 days, I think, 3 or maximum 4 days, I think.
Right. Uh, Also, is there any other Indian language you know or you you can speak in?
I'm most comfortable in Bihari style
Right.
because yeah, my friends, actually, this is one of the things that I questioned a lot and am still, you know, it might be like a historical issue. I don't know, cultural issue. I don't know how to um, term this, but people who grew up in Bihar, especially like my friends, my age, when they go out to a different state, they want to try to avoid speaking in that accent, avoid speaking in Bihari, because there is like a stereotype that other, people in India look at Bihar. When they look at Bihar, there's kind of like the stereotype, which is not very positive, I think. I don't know about now, but back then, like a few years ago, five years ago, so my friends, when they went to Delhi or other major cities, they would grab that accent. They would learn the other accent. But I never got that opportunity because I came to college in America.
Right.
So I only know Bihari style.
So, have you encountered any misconception or stereotype related to like your ability to speak?
No, they were all fascinated because I mean, me being Korean, that's my advantage. Like, because I look Korean, speaking Bihari is an advantage for me because it's, a uniqueness, and people don't expect you to speak Hindi. Like Hindi coming out of my mouth, that's in itself like a fascinating
Right,
thing,
right,
interestingness.
right.
Yeah, yeah,
So, thank you so much for telling us about your life experiences and about the
sure.
video. And I hope that someday you get to sing along with Arman Malik.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you so much for speaking to us.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah.
Yeah.